Hello everyone, welcome to another Document Solutions webinar. My name is Hunter Haaf and I'm the Product Manager for Document Solutions, and today we're excited to announce the new v8.2 release. In this webinar, I'll be covering all the main highlighted features included within the v8.2 release, which you can see listed here. I'll go over each of these features in detail later, but for a quick overview, I'll touch on each one now. In Document Solutions for PDF, we've introduced AI-powered PDF processing with a new DsPDF AI package, allowing you to connect to OpenAI or Azure AI to generate summaries, create document outlines, and even extract tables directly from PDFs. In the Document Solutions PDF Viewer, we've added the ability to export PDFs as SVG files when running the WebAssembly version of the viewer, and we've redesigned the toolbar UI, making the viewer both more performant and user-friendly. In Document Solutions for Excel, this release delivers major performance enhancements for large and complex workbooks, plus some new functions: GROUPBY, PIVOTBY, %of, and trim range, to make data analysis and cleanup easier. We've also added dynamic array and custom formula evaluation for Excel compatibility. We have worksheet background image support with Spread.js compatibility improvements, and new Java logging capabilities for easier troubleshooting. There's a few more updates for DSXL, but we'll discuss them later in this webinar. In Document Solutions for Word, we've improved template tag functionality and added the ability to update the TOA and TA fields programmatically. And finally, in Document Solutions ImageViewer, we've added a brand new text and object tool to the toolbar, making it easy to insert and customize shapes, text, and images directly in the viewer. That's it for the overview. Now let's go through each of these new features in more detail. With version 8.2, we've introduced DsPDF AI, a brand new package designed to bring AI directly into your PDF workflows. This package enables developers to integrate OpenAI or Azure OpenAI models, allowing them to summarize content, automatically build outlines, and even extract structured tables from PDFs using natural language prompts. For example, imagine feeding a multi-page document into the system and asking, "What's the key takeaway?" and getting an accurate summary back in seconds. Or asking, "Extract the orders table," and receiving a structured table object that you can use programmatically. These AI interactions work seamlessly with the OpenAI REST API or Azure OpenAI services, giving you flexible deployment options depending on your environment. The new Generate Document Summary feature, you can automatically produce concise summaries of any PDF by connecting to an OpenAI or Azure OpenAI endpoint. This is incredibly useful for quickly reviewing large, content-heavy PDFs, like research papers, legal contracts, or technical documentation, without having to read every page. Another powerful enhancement with the DsPDF AI package is the Build Document Outline Tree feature. This uses AI to scan the document's contents and automatically create a structured outline of headings and sections, even if the original PDF doesn't contain bookmarks or a built-in outline. The result is an easy-to-navigate tree of topics that makes it much easier for users to browse large or unstructured documents, which is perfect for things like manuals, reports, or scanned archives that typically don't originally have an index. Lastly, we have the Extract Tables from a Document feature in DsPDF AI. This enhancement uses AI to automatically detect and extract tabular data from a PDF, even when the tables aren't tagged or formatted in a way that traditional parsing tools would recognize. Once extracted, the tables can be exported in a structured format like CSV or JSON, making it much easier to repurpose this data for reporting, analytics, or integration into other systems. Moving on to DsPDF Viewer, one of the most exciting new additions in the v8.2 release is the ability to export PDFs directly into SVG format when using the client-side WebAssembly support API. This means your users can edit a PDF entirely in the browser, then export it as an SVG file without ever hitting a server. The exported SVGs are packaged into a zip file for easy download, making it ideal for web apps that need scalable, lightweight graphics from PDF content. This keeps the workflow entirely client-side, which improves performance, enhances privacy, and reduces server load. In v8.2, we've given DsPDF Viewer's toolbar and navigation system a complete redesign. The toolbar is now arranged to bring the most common actions to the forefront, like moving open to the start of the both view and edit modes. We've also streamlined the options by removing or relocating less used buttons, such as moving Extract Table into the side panel. On mobile, the Form Filler button is now available only when it's most useful, on smaller touchscreens. The side panel itself has been reorganized for a more intuitive workflow, and we've refreshed the Extract Table icon for clarity. Navigation is now both more compact and more powerful. The page input is cleaner, and you can navigate with intuitive keyboard shortcuts, even jumping straight to the first or last page with Control-click. Overlapping annotations are now easier to manage with a dedicated list in the context menu showing all annotations under the cursor. Finally, we've standardized the entire UI for consistent formatting and added new CSS classes so that developers can style the viewer more easily. In DsXL, let's start with some of the biggest updates, which are all about speed, efficiency, and more powerful calculations. First, performance improvements. We've made major speed gains in common functions like VLOOKUP, XLOOKUP, match, and unique, especially when working with large ranges and mixed data types. We've also optimized memory usage for large templates and cut file open and save times by over 50% for workbooks with lots of defined names. Next, the new Evaluate2 method now fully supports dynamic array formulas. That means you can evaluate formulas that spill across multiple cells exactly like Excel 2021 and 365 and get all results back at once. We've also added new functions to make data analysis more intuitive, GROUPBY and PIVOTBY, and two-axis summaries, %of for percentage-based calculations and trim range to automatically clean up empty rows and columns. If you write custom functions, you'll appreciate ETA-reduced lambda support. This lets you skip the full lambda syntax and write much shorter, cleaner formulas, making your workbooks easier to read and maintain. And finally, you can now handle error values inside custom functions with the new Accept Errors property. Instead of failing immediately, your formulas can detect errors, log them, or fall back to a default behavior, giving you much more control over error handling. With the v8.2 release, the updates to DsXL also bring some user interface enhancements, including accessibility and integration improvements. First, fit to selection for chart sheets. You can now programmatically zoom chart sheets so the content fills the available view, which is great for automated reporting and dashboards. For accessibility, we've added alternative text for shapes, charts, and slicers, plus a new decorative flag. This ensures that important visuals are properly described for screen readers, while purely decorative elements are skipped. We've expanded the shape type enumeration to include callout, freeform, text box, graphic, and line, so you can identify and work with a broader range of shapes directly through the API. On the integration side, you can now retrieve Spread.js sheet tab information, including count, names, and types like table sheet, Gantt sheet, and report sheet, when working with SJS or SSJSON files. This is especially useful for role-based permissions and coordinating with front-end apps. We've also added worksheet background image support that works seamlessly between Excel and Spread.js and even exports to PDF. Together, these features help you create more visually polished, accessible, and integrated Excel solutions. In v8.2, DsXL for Java now includes built-in logging support, so that developers can monitor what's happening under the hood and quickly identify potential issues. This logging system is based on Apache Commons logging, so it works seamlessly with popular frameworks like Log4j, Logback, and SLF4j. We recommend Log4j2 for day-to-day development. You can easily configure the log level to control the verbosity, from detailed debug logs all the way up to critical error-only logs. The priority order is debug, info, warn, and error. And when you set a log level, only messages at that level or higher will be reported. This means that you can keep your logs clean in production while still having the option to switch to detailed tracing in development or troubleshooting sessions. The output includes timestamps, log levels, thread names, and detailed messages, giving you full visibility into what DsXL is doing at runtime. With the v8.2 release, Document Solutions for Word delivers powerful new APIs for legal and reference-heavy documents. You can now fully create, read, and update tables of authorities and their individual entries programmatically. The TOA field options and TOA page number options classes gives you complete control over TOA formatting and numbering, while Citation Category Map ensures accurate category naming. For individual citations, TA field options lets you define exactly what appears in the TOA, including text, page, ranges, and categories, making it far easier to generate polished legal references at scale. The second DS Word enhancement focuses on template tag discovery. With the new getTemplateTagInfos method on data template, you can programmatically retrieve every placeholder in a document, along with details like the tag name, type, and range. This is especially useful when you need to validate document data, generate reports, or enforce role-based permissions before merging or publishing. Finally, DS Word now makes it possible to mark and highlight template tag positions in exported PDFs. Simply enable Mark Template Tag areas in your Word layout settings, then define a Markup Template Tags delegate in the PDF output settings to apply highlights, annotations, or other custom markups. This is perfect for accessibility reviews, validation steps, or collaborative editing, making sure key placeholders are easy to locate in the final PDF output. The v8.2 release, Document Solutions ImageViewer introduces a text and object tool that makes it fast and intuitive to add shapes, text, and images directly into your documents. Once you click the new toolbar icon, you get a secondary toolbar for choosing the object type and a properties panel to customize it. You can insert text boxes, rectangles, lines, arrows, ellipses, brackets, and even images, each with adjustable settings like fonts, colors, opacity, and rotation. Lines can have styled caps, such as arrows, circles, diamonds, or stars, while images can have border radius, fill color, and aspect ratio adjustments. And if you want full control, you can even customize the object tool's toolbar layout via the API, choosing exactly which tools appear and in what order. With that, we've come to the end of this webinar presentation. If you'd like to review all the updates included in the v8.2 release mentioned in this webinar, please feel free to check out our latest What's New blog, where the link is mentioned on this slide, and for those watching on YouTube, also included in this video description. If you have any feedback you'd like to share about this release, please contact us at us.sales@meshias.com. Thanks for watching and attending this Document Solutions v8.2 webinar.